Hello everyone, today I'll be making almond roca cookies. These are some of my aunt's favorite Christmas cookies, and she would always eat too many so there wouldn't be enough to share with any friends or neighbors. But for this recipe, we're going to need 1 cup of butter in this bowl. I already pre-measured everything. We have half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, 1 egg yolk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 cups of sifted cake flour. I'm going to go ahead and sift that in a second. And we need also a little bit of salt for our recipe. And we're going to need 6 1.2 ounce Hershey bars. And in the oven right now, we have a half a cup of toasted almonds. And we're going to go ahead and leave those in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. And then we're going to slice them and put them on top of the cookies once they're done baking. So we're going to go ahead and start by creaming our butter and sugar together. So I decided to soften this butter on a microwave for 30 seconds to get it nice and soft so it's easier to cream everything together. There we go, that's mostly cleaned out. Let's go ahead and add our white sugar and our brown sugar. I'm going to just go ahead and cream this all together. Alright, everything is creamed together, so right now I'm going to go ahead and add our salt. Because my grandma used to use salted butter, but we just decided to replace the salt and the salted butter with just salt. So we're using unsalted butter. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add our egg yolk right here. And our teaspoon of vanilla. There we go. Now let's just go ahead and mix this up with all the butter and sugar and all that goodness. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sift our flour into our bowl now. Alright, our flour is sifted, so I'm going to go ahead and add it to our wet ingredients and go ahead and mix this up. Alright, so all of our dough is all mixed up now, so we're going to go ahead and transfer it to this foiled pan. I decided to use foil, that way the cookie doesn't stick to the pan. We're just going to go ahead and spread this out into a nice even coating. Only thing about this though is it is a little bit stiff, so spreading it is not the easiest thing, and it will take some time. Alright, dough is spread out, so we're going to go ahead and put it into a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes until this cookie is nice and golden brown. Alright, while the cookies are baking in the oven, I'm chopping some almonds while we're waiting for them to bake. Alright, it's nice and hot now. We just took it out of the oven, so let's go ahead and add our Hershey bars. So I'm just going to gently place these on top so that it can melt from the hot cookie. This one broke. It's alright. We're just gonna go ahead and go like this. And we have to wait a few minutes for the chocolate to completely melt. And then we can easily spread it with a knife. Alright, let's go ahead and spread our chocolate. I decided to use a little spatula instead of a knife. Might work a little better, but we'll see. We need to be very careful with the cookie is not to crack it because it is quite warm still. Alright, the chocolate is all spread now, so I'm just going to go ahead, grab a few nuts, and sprinkle them over our cookie. Alright, our cookie is all sprinkled with nuts now. We're going to go ahead and stick this in the refrigerator to chill and set for a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and cut this up into little squares. Alright, the cookie is now set, so it's time to try it. So you can see the layers. You have the cookie, you have the chocolate, and you have the almonds on top. So let's give it a taste. You have the nice sort of crunchy and crumbly cookie, and you have the nice bite of the chocolate, and you have a nice crunch from all the little almonds, and you get a nice nutty flavor from it. And the cookie part has a real nice buttery flavor, and the chocolate, the Hershey's milk chocolate goes really well with it. I'm really enjoying that, so I have to give it a 9 out of 10. So I really do recommend you make almond roca at home for your friends and family.